2 months ago, I released my medium group base, the Iceberg. What if we took everything good about the Iceberg and turned it into an extremely thick, large group base? Let's get into the base tour. Entering our airlock, we have 1 of 4 batteries and a chute that leads all the way up to the roof. Going up to our 2nd floor, we have plenty of space to work out of as we build our main loot, as well as mixing tables to craft gunpowder and explosives. Upstairs, we have our first set of beds, lockers, and our inner Peekdowns. Going up a floor, we enter my favorite room, the main loot. This type of loot room is called a widecore. The loot rooms are spread throughout and protected by some pretty cracked turret angles. Here you can see 2 of our 8 widecore loot rooms. Going up, we have these amazing ankle biter peaks, allowing us to retake our shooting floor and roof. Walking into our realm room, you'll notice a neat trick I learned with the vending machines. I'll show you how to do that later in the video. I want to give a quick credit to Sean. I saw him using this vending machine trick in his OT main base. I had to put it in my video. I'll link his YouTube channel below. Around the realm room, we have multiple roof peaks and turret angles. And that's the base. Let's learn how to build it. Starting off the build, we put down a 1x3 footprint with an entrance on each side. In the middle triangle, place your TC and a loot room on each side. Opposite of the TC, Make 2 more loot rooms. Expanding our base, add a room that wraps around your 1x3. A triangle roof goes on each side, giving us a jump up to the 2nd floor. Seal off the top and bottom with the double door, and your starter unit is complete. Getting external TCs up as fast as possible is important to securing your build spot. Starting off, build the entire footprint out of twig. To get the wide gap, build out 3 squares and build all the way back with triangles. You can remove the first triangle and build out with 4 squares. Build a semicircle, followed by a square and 2 triangles. This is where your TC goes. Make sure you place half walls here, otherwise the disconnectable TC will not work. Now let's connect our external TC to the wide gap. Going up to our 2nd floor, we can start our first expansion. In the middle, we do 2 ramp loot rooms, followed by triangle half walls on each side. Now build 3 loot rooms and entrances on each side. In the middle, we add our jump up to the next floor. Expand your loot rooms by placing full walls on each side and half walls in the middle. Place 3 half walls on each jump up, and you can seal off your roof. Add an extra layer of floor giving you more top-down protection. Here, we can seal off our jump up to the next floor. And begin our inner peek-down bedrooms. Now we can add our corner TCs. Start by building off the footprint with this pattern. Then build out 7 squares with the triangle capped on 2 sides. This is where your TC and an extra battery will go. Sometimes I swap the battery out for a locker and put 2 beds in here instead. Upgrade the squares leading back to the base, and add double door frames to connect this section to your external TC. This is what the footprint should look like. We can start our gatehouses by placing 2 windows on the outside, followed by half walls on the inside. Jumping will allow you to place the triangle roof and seal it off with a low wall. Place a door on each side and seal the roof. Placing twig triangles on each side of the gatehouse allows you to place barricades perfectly. You can start by upgrading all the foundations from twig. Place an entrance on each of the 4 sides. This is your airlock, in the beginning of the mobility chute. Place 3 triangles connected to the middle, with a window on each side. We can now build our shell up an extra floor. In each of these 4 corners, add 2 double door frames, followed by a full wall and a half wall. Expand the mobility chute up to the 3rd floor. Expand your honeycomb up to the 3rd floor, and we can begin on our peekdowns. Place 2 low walls and a ladder hatch in the middle. You can now seal off your roof. Repeat this on 2 sides. Add a jump up on 4 sides and walls around your 4th floor. seal off the roof, but make sure you leave the jump ups open. Start off the main loop by sealing the outside with walls. Place the jump up on two sides and expand your mobility chute to the next floor. Make a triangle loot room, followed by a locker spot, and then a square ramp loot room. You can seal this off with a window. Repeat this pattern on the other side. You can then seal off the roof. Place two half walls on each side, followed by triangle floors. Place two full walls and two triangle shelves. We can then seal off the majority of the open core with a roof. Add more walls wrapping around your core. On two sides, add a ladder hatch, and jump up to the next floor. Here we have our open core peaks. Make sure to place the floor frames first before you place the ramps. On two symmetrical sides, build your widecore loot rooms. Having a ramp in these loot rooms adds an extra wall to your open core. Go ahead and add two entrances from the middle of your open core and section it off with door frames. On each side, complete the jump up to the next floor and seal your roof. Make sure you place half walls here so you can do these amazing ankle biter peaks. As you can see, these are sometimes a pain. can start off our room by walling the sides of our base. Make sure to place low walls instead of half walls here. The only way to stack vending machines is with low walls. On each of the 4 sides, we're going to add a space for a turret and a roof peak. Place lockers in the triangles and beds in the squares. Place a row of boxes in front of your low wall. And place the vending machine directly on top of the box. This allows you to stack vending machines very close. We started our shooting floor by upgrading all of our wide gap foundations. Build up 6 stories with double door frames and put a half wall in the middle. Repeat this on each of the 4 corner TCs. Build up 6 stories and place a floor tile in the middle. Follow this pattern on each side. Now onto our windmills. Build one of these on each of your corner TCs and place the batteries below. Place the open side of the windmill facing you, or this will not work. Go ahead and place 4 more windmills off the main base. And that completes the build. If you liked the video, consider checking out this one.